beautiful Scorpio, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your singles love reading for mid-April right through to mid-May 2022. I've already cleansed your space and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram or Patreon. I'll never ask you for your credit card details and I'll never ask you for personal details either. So if anyone masquerading as me asks you for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful. There's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Scorpio, this is a singles love reading. For those of you who are looking for a couples reading, I've already put that up online, and I will be doing a twin flame connection reading in the next couple of days as well. For those of you who do not want anything to do with love, a career reading was also on the cards. It will be coming in the next couple of days too, okay? So let us see your overall energy, and then I'm going to do a Celtic cross for you all as well. And then once I get all of your cards, I will do the reading for you. First card is the Star card. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Scorpio? We've got the Hermit energy. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Scorpio? What do they need to know? We've got the Justice card. You just want the truth. You just want someone to be honest and open with and be able to have like, authenticity. That's not too much to ask, okay? I know a lot of you are like, is that too much to ask to have like someone who is just like says, is who they say they are? We got the Wheel of Fortune. Beautiful energy, okay? Oh, that one definitely want to come out. What's crossing you? We've got the Queen of Pentacles here. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Scorpio? What do they need to know? Okay, so we have the 4 of Cups. What is above you? We've got the Emperor. In the near future, they want... Okay, we've got 10 of Swords there. We've got King of Wands. We've got Ace of Wands. We've got 10 of Pentacles. I thought they wanted more cards in that spot, but they said no to move forward. We got the Magician card, and we've got the 2 of Wands. They want one more, so I'm going to give it. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Scorpio? What else do they need to know for their highest good? What are they meant to see? The Knight of Swords. Okay. So... now, there is a new attraction coming on in here towards you, but there is a little bit of wait. I know you're like, oh, Baba, how long have I got to wait? You're healing from something still. So I'm just going to take off this cardie because as soon as I think about the new connection for you, it gets very hot all of a sudden, okay? So let us start from the very beginning. We've got the Star energy. So the Star energy is all about healing, but I feel like you're beyond healing now. That's what I'm getting here. I feel this is more like hope. This is more like you noticing that you've been putting up with a lot of scenarios in the past where you deserved more, but you almost, because of disappointment in love, you've expected less than you truly deserve, okay? So they're indicating it's not too much to ask for a divine union where someone actually comes towards you with love, devotion, and authenticity. That is coming your way, okay? But the Star energy required you to realize that within yourself, that you deserve better, that you keep putting yourself in scenarios where you overgive or, and it's made you lose your way, okay? Because I feel like you've gone through a real test of faith when it comes to love. It's almost like you don't believe in love anymore. Deep down with the Wheel of Fortune, you want to believe in fate. You want to. Now, there is a surprise connection coming on in here for you where you will have a high-level commitment that you settle down with. But there's real anxiety here. Perhaps there's trust issues or there's anxiety at the root of your core, and it makes you overthink relationships. As soon as you start to fall in love, all of a sudden you put the brakes on immediately. So there's something here that needs a little bit of healing within you. This may come from childhood. This may be an experience that you had from childhood, or a disappointment that you had in the past, because they're showing me that Four of Cups in the past, which is some sort of disappointment. Everything that you've experienced in love has left you feeling empty. It's almost like you're a really passionate, intense sign, my beautiful Scorpio, and you've put all of your energy and your love and your care and your devotion to relationships in the past, and they may not have reciprocated in the same way that you gave. You gave and you gave and you gave. You merged. You went to that deep spot where you lost yourself in the union, and it left you feeling emotionally unfulfilled because the person or people that you've experienced in the past did not reach the level or the depth that you had to offer. And I always say this, but you can only meet each other as deeply as we have met ourselves. And you've met a lot of people who are not as deep as you, okay? And you may be wondering and feeling a little bit alone, like, well, is there anyone out there for me that actually vibes on the same frequency as me? The answer is yes, but there's some changes here that Spirit is requiring you to go through, manifest, which I know it doesn't help you in any way, my beautiful Scorpio, but they're just showing me we've got a 9 of Swords here and a 10 of Swords. So until you get past the overthinking stage or the feeling like you're not enough stage, and it may not even be that. It may be that, you're starting to illuminate. I feel like you're gaining clarity on some of the fears that you've had, these deep-rooted fears that you've had. But you've only experienced these situations because you were meant to learn to love yourself more and learn to sort of expect more. But because of what's happened in the past, it's almost like you've expected less. And you may have noticed that if you've gone through like a relationship, then another relationship, you may have noticed, or your friends may have noticed that, I hate to say this is awful, but it's almost like you've downgraded because you don't want to get hurt. You're picking a more safe option because you don't want to get hurt. It's almost like you've said to your friends, if I fall in love, slap me in the face and tell me not to go for that person, I'll go for their friend or I'll go for someone else, because you keep getting burnt in love. So it's almost like you've stopped believing in it anymore. It causes too much anxiety, so you're focusing on work. Okay, but the star energy indicates there is a part of you still. I feel it's that inner child of you that still needs to be a little bit healed. You're doing the work, absolutely, but with water elements, it tends to take a little bit longer. And the star energy, this is about trusting in the universe. It is being inspired as well to look into the future and recognize that you are worth the great love relationship that is coming on in. We've got a 10 of Pentacles here, and we've got Ace of Wands. So there, and we got a King of Wands, someone who's going to sweep you off your feet, but you may not trust it at first, okay? Now, it's interesting. I always say this, Scorpio, I always say if you've got placements in Leo, there may be something in the Leo relationship reading for you, the singles one, because they literally got the Emperor, the King of Wands, the Ace of Wands, the 10 of Pentacles. They literally got all of those cards in the reading, okay? They also got a Queen of Pentacles as well. Now, the star is a wish come true. So whatever it is you are wishing for in love, that is being manifest for you. That is being manifested, okay? So this star energy indicates that there are infinite possibilities for you to find this new person. This is your overall fated energy, but the details show me that you're anxious. And when we vibe at a frequency of anxiety, like thinking, oh, we're never going to find somebody, it's actually like a self-prophesizing experience. If you believe you're not going to find anybody, then you're right. You're not going to find anybody because you lose the motivation, the drive, the willpower to even search or get yourself into scenarios where you meet somebody. So if you believe you are going to meet somebody, and this is a very hopeful card, have that hope that you will find that love that you're truly looking for. You've got great insight into people, and that is both a blessing and a curse, because you understand the human psyche and you can tell a person's motives before they can tell the motives, okay? So that whilst you're really good at sort of reading people, you also see the crap, okay? And that leads you to feel a little bit jaded, feel a little bit alone, like, oh God, I can't trust this person. They've presented a false narrative to me. Even if they're like trying to be their authentic self, but there's something that they're not telling you, you spot it immediately. So it makes you lose hope. And it makes you step away, which is right because your intuition is important. But also, I feel you've experienced a lot of disappointment and it's influenced your movement forward in relationships, even though you don't want to be with those people in the past, for example, and you're not defined by those experiences that you've had. It has left you feeling like second best, or it's left you feeling a bitter taste in your mouth, okay? But the star energy, I feel like you're trying to push through that. You're trying to have hope. You're trying to have faith. And the spirit indicate they want you to be aware that actually you're very creative. You've got an inner sparkle, an inner shine, a magic about you that magnetizes people towards you. If only your guides are, well, your guides are telling my guides right now, if only you were aware of how powerful you are and how beautiful you are and how lovable you are, then you would not have the 10 and the 9 of Swords here. They want you to have that confidence, to shine your wonderful self, to get out there, be inspired, peacock yourself, because you deserve the love, okay? And it is a wish come true. The star is a wish come true energy, so you will get what you truly deserve and desire. But in the next 4 to 5 weeks, because this energy read is for mid-April right through to mid-May, I see a little bit of anxiety that you're working through. Now, this could be that you're working really hard, so you don't have time to meet somebody. But the Hermit energy tells me that you're very wise, okay? And also, you tend to have a very solitary nature. You love people, and but you don't merge with the people as deeply as like you got your core friends, for example. You've got your nearest and dearest that may be like on a handful, like 4 or 5 friends. You pick people really closely to, and you've got a lot of discernment about the people who get into your inner circle, and not everybody does. So imagine how hard it is for someone to get into your heart also. Okay, and that is, I feel, you've been alone perhaps for a long time, or you've been disconnected from seeking love for a while. You've gone insular. And it's almost like you've broken yourself down so much with analyzing yourself that you're starting to wonder what is left to, because I just get this energy of you feeling a little bit like you're trying to rediscover yourself, okay? You're trying to find out what your truth is, what you truly want. And it's almost like you've analyzed yourself to the point where you're down the rabbit hole sometimes going, I don't even know what I like anymore. I don't even know what I want anymore. I don't even know if the world is real anymore. There's just so many, I feel like there's a lot of energy surrounding your inner truth right now, that you're exploring so many options that you're feeling a little bit lost, okay? This is the resistance position. This is your protagonist position, which is you're trying to have faith and hope, even in the darkness. But the resistance position is like I got it in the reverse, okay? So this tells me you don't want to repeat past mistakes. And you may have been very insular and isolated. You may have gone off grid and, taken yourself off the radar for a long time. And, not even been searching for love. And now you're ready to get out there again. You're ready to sort of show the world who you are, your authentic self, and be loved for you. The good, the bad, and the ugly. That's what love's all about, to encompass and embrace all of a person. And you're about to meet that person that will do that with you, because you're the one who tends to be very diplomatic, fair, non-judgmental. You're someone who is a good listener. You've got a great heart. You're very intuitive, and you love with wild abandon when your heart is involved. You go deep. And not everybody can give that energy. So I feel like you don't want to repeat past mistakes. Now, the energy that we got here is Aquarius energy, we've got Virgo, and we've got Libra energy. So, I feel here that you've been trying to find your inner truth, find out what it is that you want. And if you've been dealing with either an Aquarius, Virgo, or a Libran energy, you may be actually having conversations within yourself, the woulda, coulda, shoulda conversations that you wished you'd had with a past situation, so that you can finally purge it and let it go, okay? Because I just feel like there may have been, because we got the 4 cups in the past position, there may have been the ghost of a lover that has defined how you approach love going forward. And that's with anxiety. It's almost like you feel like you're not enough. So maybe someone chipped away at your confidence in a past situation. Or perhaps the Hermit, you've been so long alone, vibing alone, that you're like, you're not even sure if you're confident in dating anymore, that sort of thing. But they're indicating here that that's all about to pass. Okay, the Justice card indicates you will get justice. You will get the truth. You will open yourself up to good karma. This is a good karma card. Okay, this is also about making an adjustment in your life to make way for love, because right now you may be working so hard on the finances and looking after your family and your home, you haven't got time to look for love or peacock yourself and get yourself out there. You may feel really restricted in that sort of sense. But the Justice card indicates the universe will provide. Okay, because this is a karma card. This means that all that past negativity, all that sadness, all that sorrow that you've experienced made you the person you are today, strong. You've got a lot of endurance, and you're like a warrior or a warrioress, and you're ready. You're ready to take on love. Love does not always have to be a battle. They just want you to be aware of that. Now, I'm a Scorpio, and that message, whoo, that hits me right in the core, right in the solar plexus. Love does not have to be a battle, okay? I mean, it can be a nice little, what do you call it, tug of war in a relationship where, you know, it keeps the passion alive and things like that, but it doesn't have to be a battle or a car crash. It can be beautiful. It can be loving. And that's what you're striving for, okay? The Justice card indicates you will get justice. You will meet someone who has a meeting of minds with you. It will be fair. It will be balanced. It will be equal, okay? So also, this is also about making a decision. The Justice card, you may be wondering, I mean, as I said, I feel a ghost of a lover here. Not that you want to be with that person, but it may cross your mind sometimes, and it may influence your movement forward in new love scenarios. But you may have a conversation with a person in the past and wonder, should you heal it with that person? Now, for example, you may be thinking about healing something with someone who's Aquarius or Virgo or Libran energy, and you may have an honest, open conversation with that person, but you may decide that, you know what, I've healed it, I've closed it, I've got closure, I can move on. Because the Ace of Wands tells me there's someone new coming on in, and this is a singles love reading, but they're just bringing up the ghost of the lover because obviously someone needs to hear it out there, okay? Now, this is the interesting part. We've got justice here, and we've got the Wheel of Fortune. So this is, you know, the heart of the matter, fate. It has to be divine timing. You may feel called to be on some sort of mission here in life, my beautiful Scorpio. And actually, you've got a lot of responsibility. So we've got the Emperor here and the Queen of Pentacles, which tells me about your responsibility to build a solid financial foundation, but also to take care of your family. And I feel like you felt really restricted sometimes in the way that you work. Even though you may love your work or not, but I feel like you feel a lot of responsibility to focus on that at this time. The Wheel of Fortune indicates just when you least expect it, love is going to come knocking, okay? But you must follow your heart. But the first thing they're indicating here is you're trying to work yourself out right now. You see the inner workings, the cogs are all ticking. It all revolves around your heart. So I feel, especially in the last 18 months, my beautiful Scorpio, you may have felt a little bit numb about things. You may have wondered, how do you feel about things? Normally you're a sign that is so intensely feeling that I feel like things like the pandemic, for example, major trauma on humanity, but it may have made you go very insular, really working out, what do you want? And trying to work yourself out, because I feel like you're really philosophical with this energy right now. So I feel like you're trying to work out your own heart and work out what it is you want, what it is you certainly do not want, what it is you deserve, and then work out how you have been accepting less in love relationships in the past, and recognizing that your heart is a gem. It is an absolute gem. You know, not everybody goes to the depths of emotion for their partner. Not everybody, you know, is all in, who thinks about their partner and supports them. I mean, of course, every sign has elements of doing all that, but you're very intense. And, you know, to be loved and they just gave me a really old-fashioned word, which is courted. What a wonderful word, courted. To be loved and courted by a Scorpio is actually quite a unique experience, okay? And I'm not blowing smoke up here, you know what. You try to find the magic in relationships, in life, and you always try to make other people's dreams come true as well. So I feel like you always think about making the best scenario for your person or for your family, and it puts a lot of pressure on you. So just remember, you deserve that reciprocated back to you, okay? Everything you have to offer, and you have a lot to offer, you bring a lot to the table. Remember, you deserve exactly the same back. fate is going to intervene and bring you what you truly deserve with your heart. Once you've worked out your heart and what it is you want, okay? So things like saying, I want a person to be honest and open and funny and kind, that's great. Be a little bit more specific. Like, I want them to, you know, be able to go on adventures with me. I want them to look a certain way. It doesn't have to be pinned down to an exact look, but you can tell the universe what it is you are hoping to achieve. You may say things like, I want to meet a person who has the same hobbies as me. You know, get really precise about what it is that you want. Okay. Now they're actually indicating something that is connected to me. Funnily enough. Okay, so I'm just going to give this briefly. It may not resonate with everyone, but they're just showing it to me in the water right now. Someone's just broken a piece of jewelry. So if that's you, there's something in this message for you. Okay, I was the same. You know, a couple of hours ago, for example, I was just about to do something and I had my ring on, and just before it happened, I had a flash. I'm going to break the ring. And I was like, I stopped in my tracks and I just ignored it. So silly that I should have. Exactly the thoughts that I get in my mind, I should, and the way that the flashes happen for me, I should have listened. But anyway, I didn't. So, and then I actually went on and I broke the ring. So I knew I was going to break the ring. My point being, we need to listen to our intuition. Okay, you know when you've met a healthy relationship, and you know when it's like a moth to a flame where you're going to be burned. So please use your intuition. Be very discerning about the company that you keep, because you're like a sponge. You absorb other people's energy as well. You're an empath, okay? So just remember that. Now, again, if someone broke a piece of jewelry, they're indicating there's something in this message for you, okay? Maybe most Scorpios are breaking a piece of jewelry recently. I'm not really sure, but anyway, I'll get it fixed, and I'm sure you will too. Moving on from that, it can also mean spiritually that something that really meant something to you, maybe the ghost of a lover of the past, is you've finally broken the illusion. It's broken, and now you can move forward. So the challenge here is the Queen of Pentacles, settling down into a union where you feel comfortable, where you feel you can trust enough to live a domestic life with a person, okay? Right now, I feel like your commitments are towards working really hard, building financially, and, you know, this is a very independent spirit. Now, it doesn't mean that you're not going to find your person, but you're very committed, you're very honest, you're hardworking, and you do a lot of legwork within relationships. So sometimes remember to take a step back and allow a person to come towards you. You don't have to lead all the time just to keep life exciting. Okay, very important that you remember that. Now, the Queen of Pentacles indicates that not only financially are you going to be bringing in a lot of money. I feel like some of you are your own boss or entrepreneurs, or working your way up the ladder to be very successful. But this is about being stable enough to want to settle down. And I feel like in the past, you've had almost like the carpet pulled from underneath you, because they're showing me a rug like being pulled. So I feel like you may have got close to being with that, committing to a person on a deep level and moving in with them and all of that. But I feel like there was a bit of a shock there, is what I'm being shown here. Now, this is also about comfort. You're building a comfort zone, okay? You're protecting yourself. You're protecting your family. You're looking after your family. You feel you've got a lot of responsibility. So perhaps you're feeling right now that your home life is very important to you, and you're feeling a little bit weighed down by some responsibilities, and you can't get out there and find new love, for example. So, because I just feel a little bit of restriction that is bound to the home. So it could literally be that, you know, you've bossed up in the world, you've managed to buy your own home or apartment or something like that, and you've got a mortgage, and, you know, a lot of money goes out every month. You feel responsible to pay that because that's obviously important, and it leaves you little time or money to go out and wine and dine with other people. So there could be some responsibilities right now. Perhaps you've got children, for example, and you're finding it difficult to get out there and find new love, for example. But regardless, the universe is going to put you in the right place at the right time. Don't overthink it, okay? There is a committed relationship here where you will settle down with somebody. It's coming on in, okay? What is below you? We've got the Nine of Swords. A little bit of anxiety. You may be having recently sleepless nights or not being able to sleep for a long time, once you go to bed. And I feel like this is a lot of, like, your brain is like a supercomputer going a mile a minute. I feel you've experienced a lot of despair in relationships and, regret. Things like, not that you regret, but it's almost like well, I guess it's a regret that you may have thought, oh, I gave my time, my energy to that person and they weren't worth it. They were lessons to teach us what is worth it and what we should expect. But unfortunately, humans, we're very complex. Sometimes we allow it to chip away at our confidence, and then we start to feel like we are not enough, when the universe is saying, no, 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 no. That lesson was there to build you up and see that you deserve more. Can you not see that? So I feel there's a lot of overthinking here, a little bit of a worry that maybe you're not going to find somebody, and maybe you're wanting to settle down, build a family, because I feel like the challenge is finding a person who shows their emotions as much as you do. Now, you don't want someone who's like, always emoting all over the place. I'm not saying you're wanting someone like that, but you want someone who is in balance with you, on the same page as you, wants to take a relationship to the next stage like you do. I'm just going to pull a card. Yeah, very painful ending in something. So we got the Ten of Swords, we got the Ten of Swords. I'm clarifying the Nine of Swords. So they're just showing me that something has come to an end. Now, this doesn't have to be a relationship. You may have been single for a very long time, and you may have felt very lonely and very sort of like stuck in a rut. This card can, in the reverse, it means there is a new beginning here, but you had to hit rock bottom before you could see that you deserve a whole lot more than you've been experiencing and accepting. The Ten of Swords in the reverse energy indicates that you may be at a point of epiphany where you realize you deserve the Big Ten. You deserve a lot better. Okay, you deserve someone to sweep you off your feet and give you that passionate connection that you've been desiring for a long time. You deserve that with that Justice card. That tells me you deserve it. Okay, so you are at a new beginning. And sometimes that's quite daunting when we think, okay, we're getting ourselves out there to date again, or put ourselves online to meet someone on the internet, or put ourselves on a hobby. I actually see that you will meet someone who's connected to your work, something very creative, but they're connected to your work. Doesn't mean you work with them. It can mean that there's a work event, for example, and you go to that and you meet somebody who happens to be there at the same time. Or it can mean that someone from a company that you works at a different branch out of town, and you meet that person. They've got a common interest here with the work that you do. So they may work within the same sector, but your paths cross at an event or something like that. But they're just showing me that you've hit rock bottom when it comes to love, and it's very difficult to get up after that. You start to become a little bit jaded. The Hermit energy tells me that you're fed up. The Hermit doesn't take themselves out of life until they feel jaded and fed up with everything. They just feel really exhausted and just fed up of all the circumstances that have been presented to them so far. And that's exactly why you've got that Four of Cups in the reverse. In the past position. This tells me that everything that has gone before was not rewarding emotionally. It may have felt like it at the time. It was passionate, it was intense, it was off the charts, exciting and crazy love, but it wasn't fulfilling. It didn't hit the spot fully. When you look back, you can truly see that. Even if there's a ghost of a lover where you're like, you know what, they were everything I wanted them to be. I wanted this whole relationship to be incredible, but it didn't work out. It means there was something, a linchpin, something that was missing in that connection. The Four of Pentacles indicates whatever you felt like you've lost out on, Spirit was actually protecting you from that. As you can see, we've got the goose there that's got the umbrella. Umbrellas represent protection. So even through the dark times and even through the periods where you felt unfulfilled, your guides and Spirit were actually guiding you out of that. They were protecting you because there's something greater, something better to come. But you could not see that. So whilst you're feeling like completely insular and feeling down, the universe is like, if only you could see what is to come. They're going to surprise you. They want me to show you the Four of Cups. I'm sure you know it already. Can you please show me the Four of Cups for my beautiful Scorpio? The Four of Cups basically has a figure underneath the tree looking really fed up. And there are 3 cups in front. Oh, thank you so much. There are 3 cups in front of the person, and they're just looking at the cups like, that's not what I was wanting. That's not what I was hoping for. It hasn't turned out the way that I hoped. And an extra cup comes from the cloud. Thank you so much. I'm sure grateful. An extra cup comes from the cloud. The universe pops in a surprise. That's your wheel of fortune. There is a surprise here for you. The universe is bringing you someone out of the blue that is going to be even more loving, and the relationship is going to be more rewarding than you ever experienced before. If you actually measure this cup, it is bigger than all of the cups that went before. Okay? So this is something that is much more rewarding on its way. You're leaving the past disappointment behind, the boredom, the stagnancy, the waiting games, when people dangle carrots, that sort of thing. You're leaving that all behind. And your divine counterpart is coming on in, okay? Now, the Emperor energy indicates that you maybe focus a lot on work. And I feel like this person is connected in some way to what you do. May not be, as I said, work with you, but they may be in the same arena. They've got some common interests with you. The Emperor energy indicates that you're really focused on your career, on money at this time, building your empire, as it were. And I actually feel like you will have a choice when it comes to love. But they're indicating here that sometimes, and this came up briefly in the Leo reading as well, because I got the Emperor in the same position. My guides are giving me that sometimes you have a pattern that when you feel like you're falling in love, or when you feel like things and feelings are getting a little bit too deep, you withdraw. Okay, that's your go-to, withdraw. That's the Hermit there, you withdraw. And I mean, that's a natural Scorpio trait. I'm aware of it because I'm one myself, and I've done many, many times. But we need to be aware that all humans are energy. Okay, so when you are with somebody and you take a step back, they feel you taking a step back. So they're unsure as to what just happened. So they take a step back too. And then you feel them taking a step back. And you're like, well, why have they taken a step back as well? And then you take another step back, and then so do they. And the distance becomes greater and wider. And it's not that you're playing a game. It's that you're protecting your wonderful heart, because you know that what has gone on before. You know the experience that you've had before in love, and it's been damaging. So there is an influence here where you take a, you just take a step back, and it actually influences the union, and it may have repercussions. As you can see, there's like things that you're still attached to that may be misconstrued as game playing, even though, and I don't want to point a finger, my beautiful Scorpio, but it's coming out, so I have to give you the honest truth, okay? You may not see it, and I don't see it as game playing. You see it as protecting your wonderful heart, but other people may misconstrue it as game playing. They don't realize the journey that you've had, because we all come to this lifetime with different journeys, and we can never walk in another person's shoes, but we can try to understand what they've gone through. And none of us have a manual of how to do life, okay? We're just sort of reacting to our feelings. Spirit's indicating you want to react to things a little bit differently this time, okay? You don't want to repeat any past situations, and that includes your go-to move of, let me take a step back and think about this. If I'm all in or not, I'm not really sure. And that could lead to like a day's silence, 2 days silence, a week, however long it is for you. They just want you to be aware of something that is a pattern within you. You shut down. You don't share your emotions as much. But as soon as you get to that space where you feel committed, where you feel safe, then you're all open and you get right on into all of the feelings. But it's that initial spark of trying to get there. Remember, the other person is not aware of how you're feeling. We're not mind readers. So if you take a step back, which is again natural, I know it's easier said than done. We can't just say, oh, hey, I'm just going to take a couple of days out to think about this. It's a bit sort of like, I'm kind of busy right now, but I'm still thinking about you. Make sure that there's still that connection between you and the person, the new one that's coming on in, just so you're aware. Now, in the near future, we got the Ten of Swords. So this is, I'm pulling a card on this because your Ten of Swords just came out in the reverse, which means there's a new start. And I feel like that's what's happening here. You're leaving all the headaches, all the sort of tough situations, the anguish. I feel like you're leaving it all behind. But I feel like this card can be like obsession over the blocks. It's like sometimes you're not even aware of blockages, and then you start to obsess, like, I didn't even know I had a blockage. How can I move forward? In the next couple of weeks, I feel like, especially with the moon placements, you may feel a little bit more sensitive than usual, okay? And there may be some sadness that comes to the surface, but it's because you're making way for new beginnings. So I just want to pull a card on that Ten of Swords. Thank you so much. Yeah, so Ace of Wands is a rejection or some sort of delay in, you know, this coming on in. So this is before the Ace of Wands comes in. So they're showing me here that there is a new connection coming on in, a spark, a chemistry with you and a person, but you're overthinking the wait because the Ace of Wands is in the reverse there, which means something hasn't shown up yet. So you may be feeling a little bit rejected by the universe, feeling like no one's coming on in, and you may be overthinking things and feeling a little bit more sensitive than usual in the next couple of weeks. But that Ace of Wands means there is someone coming on in here for you, okay? So what is meant for you will never ever pass you by. Everything that has been removed from your life is because it was not meant to vibe with you. It was not meant to be there. The universe heard circumstances and conversations that you didn't. So there's a silver lining in natural departures. The universe is clearing the way to make room for a divine counterpart. Now, male or female, not a gender specific reading. It's about the energy. I feel like you and this person, this new person, will actually be quite a power couple. But let's move on. So this is your advice to yourself. You're waiting for someone who sparks that passion in you because nobody has for a long time. You're waiting for that excitement. You're waiting to, it's almost like, you know, you need to influence your own circumstances, that you need to get out there. You need to initiate finding love. That's about peacocking yourself, getting your wonderful self out there. It may feel daunting, but you've got a special sort of something, my beautiful Scorpio, that a lot of people want. You just don't see it. If only you could see yourself the way others see you, okay? You're very passionate. You're very exciting to be with. You're mysterious. You're wise. You're a supercomputer. You often see through people. You always want the best for people. You always raise each other, you know, people up. You want to almost like you want to make other people's dreams come true and, you know, surprise them with wonderful things. Who would not want to be loved by a Scorpio? You're also passionate between the sheets as well. Now, the King of Wands energy indicates you're waiting for someone who sparks that motivation within you, sparks that energy within you. And, you know, the King of Wands is also, you know, about security, about, you know, finding a connection that is not only passionate, but someone who knows what they want, someone who can lead. You're fed up of always having to lead in the relationships or always having to do, you know, overgive. You want someone who sweeps you off your feet. And you're going to get that. There is someone here who's coming on in who's bold. And, you know, I said this in the Leo reading, but it's coming up again. Someone who's strong enough. Oh, wow. Thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. You know, it's so unusual to get the same song in two readings. And they just come up with the same song for the Leo reading, which was I Need a Hero. Now, you don't need someone who's strong like that because you're strong all by yourself, my beautiful Scorpio. But the energy that's coming out is you need someone strong enough to walk by your side. And that's what you're manifesting right now. The Magician indicates you're manifesting someone who's going to change your life, who's going to bring stability. You're going to take on the world together. And I feel both of you are going to be eager to start a relationship with each other and settle down quite quickly, actually. But there will be a solid foundation. This person's going to sweep you off your feet, okay? This is also about finding that passion within you again to even search for love in the first place. So either I feel like you're connecting to somebody at an event that is in some way relevant to your work, or this person you meet is in some way connected to your work, but it could also be a hobby. If you're not working and you're retired, for example, it could also be a hobby or something that you're called to do, that you're excited about, that you want to achieve because you're an achiever, you're in achievement mode. Okay, the Ace of Wands is the external circumstances. There's someone new coming on in, a new passion, someone who's going to spark your attention, someone who you're going to be very focused on, someone who actually excites you. There's a lot of chemistry with this. You're literally starting a new chapter and you're going to blossom and thrive with this. This is very exciting energy. This person's very creative. This is something that's going to be budding and then blossoms. And is going to be very adventurous, very exciting to be with. There's something about this person's eyes and your eyes. So maybe this person's another Scorpio, but I feel like both of you Ooh, I don't know if I want to say that. What they've given me. It's almost like when you look at each other's eyes, both of you feel naked and vulnerable. You see each other as you truly are. The words they gave me is that you undress each other with your eyes, but I feel like that's a bit tacky. Okay, thank you so much. I'm sure grateful. I don't mean to be insulting with that. What I mean is I feel like the energy that's coming through, it's more pure than that. It's not that you both look at each other like, I can't wait to get you into bed. It's more like, I can see your soul and all parts of it, the good, the bad, the ugly, and it's beautiful. And I just want to dwell in that. I feel that's what you see with this person, and they see that in you. So this person has met themselves quite deeply, actually. They're very passionate to be with. Ten of Pentacles is in the hopes and fears position. You're hoping for stability this time. You don't want anyone who's going to waste your time. And you want someone to walk the journey of life with. Someone that is, a counterpart. Someone that you can feel safe, walks by your side through the good times and the bad. That they're not going to just bolt at the first sign of trouble. The Ten of Pentacles indicates, an investment in a relationship. And that's what you're, going to have with this new person. You may even have a family with this person. Even if you can't have children, you may adopt, that sort of thing. Or you've got children already. They're indicating that there will be a family unit with this person, and in some way you may pool your energy, and this happened again in the Leo reading, this energy, you may pool your energy in the future and have a business together, like a family business, something, because maybe something on the side for you, Scorpio, because I feel like you've got another focus elsewhere, but that's more important. But I feel like you will have some sort of family unit or family business in the future with this new person. This is going to be a very rich and rewarding relationship, and I feel this is going to be a relationship that you both age together, you walk the journey of life together, and it's almost like you retire together, that sort of energy. You will join each other's family lineage. The Ten of Pentacles is a marriage card. It's like you will commit to this person on a deep level, and there's continuity. You feel safe with this person. The fear with this card is, having someone who does not invest, someone who's stubborn, who doesn't put any effort into the relationship. You've been through those cycles with other people. That's not about to be repeated. The Justice card indicates now you're getting justice. The Magician card indicates manifestation. So what it is you're truly trying to manifest here and focus on, you will achieve, you will accomplish. The Magician indicates that not only are you manifesting, though, you're taking inspired action. Please feel confidence in yourself, okay? You're making some really good decisions, but this is a card of action, an Aries card. So whilst you're very talented and very, good at everything that you do in your life, and you're really bossing up and going to earn a lot of money, I feel like your focus now needs to shift a little bit more into some sort of balanced perspective, where if you're looking for love and want to settle down, you need to take the initiative to get out there and find that. I know it's easier said than done, my beautiful Scorpio, but I feel rather than, because I just get this energy of you not wanting to specifically go looking for it. You're hoping the universe puts you in the scenario, and that is what is going to happen. But you may, for example, feel called to put yourself on a course of learning, or take up a hobby, or go on a retreat or a vacation or something like that, or an event. And that's when the universe can conspire and bring that person to put them in your vicinity. But you got to meet the universe halfway. This is a card of action, okay? So you're manifesting this person into being. The Two of Wands indicates that you've waited a long time, but with a purpose. There is patience in there is purpose in patience, is what they're giving me. The Two of Wands indicates you're waiting for stability. You're not just going to pick up any old person just because you want to scratch an itch. Okay, you're not that sort of person, my beautiful Scorpio. You're the sort of person who's waiting for someone that you can share the world with. Okay, and it may have felt really uncertain along the way. There may have been anxiety where you've waited, but this is going to be truly rewarding once this person comes along. This card indicates you're aligning yourself with what you need. And we all have needs in relationships. You don't need another person, you want another person. But within a relationship and a union, you need certain things. You need truth, you need honesty, you need devotion. You need people to be transparent. You need hopeful energy, positive energy, someone who's going to settle down with you, walk the journey of life, and know that no matter what the world has to offer, both of you are standing together to face it on the same page. So as you can see, this particular person is sitting on a house, so wanting security, and this person is longing to share the world with another person, making wishes. And I feel like that's exactly what you're going to achieve. And I feel this is the person who comes on in. They're quite fast-paced person. This is someone who's really bold. This is someone who's really brave. This is someone who's like a warrior like you. This is someone who's got the courage to stand by your side through all cycles that you experience. Because all humans, we go through different cycles. I do feel like this person will sweep you off your feet. This is someone who gathers momentum. They're very honest. They're open. The Knight of Swords is a truth seeker. So just like you. And I feel like this person has got a different lifestyle than you, but it's adventurous, and both of you bond together. Now, at first it can feel a little bit too fast for you, my beautiful Scorpio. So I do feel like you'll put the brakes on. But it is very rewarding. You do build a solid foundation. The Ten of Pentacles tells me that this is solid, okay? So the Knight of Swords tells me that, as you can see, this figure is coming in on a feather. So I feel this is your guides. Your guides are bringing you this person. This is the person that will rewrite history for you. This is the person who will rewrite your future with you, okay? This is the sort of person, as you can see, they're painting out the clouds. So I feel like this is the sort of person who takes all the sadness, the clouds away. Someone who, I mean, it's not perfect. Nobody is perfect. Relationships are hard work. There's ups and downs. But this person is always going to be by your side, trying to move the relationship along, who's going to, fight the good fight, as it were. This is someone who's very socially aware as well. They actually have a lot of, they do a lot of volunteer work. They're very honest. They're very open. They also know what they want in life. They say what they're going to do, and then they do it. And that's what you need. You need someone who's got that, they're not wishy-washy. They know what they want and they go after it. That's what a Knight of Swords does. So very important. I'm just going to pull a quick card on that before I close the reading. Now, I would say there's a little bit of weight. You're more likely to meet this person from mid-May onwards. Let's put it that way. You may be talking to them, but getting into a relationship is going to be a little bit later, even though it's going to be quite fast-paced. Page of Wands, yeah. Now, Page of Wands is a card of travel or exploring your options. The Page of Wands also is about taking the initiative and coming out of comfort zones. So they are indicating that, still keep believing in love. Try to keep believing. This is about you finding your purpose first, exploring your heart and what you want. And also this is about, being on an adventure. So as I said, some of you may travel or actually go to an event that is out of your comfort zone, and you may meet this person that brings a lot of passion. This is someone who is very creative, someone who is has a lot of freedom. This person may be a little bit younger than you as well, but don't let that put you off, because this person's energy, I feel they're vibing with you as in a relationship long term, okay? They don't have to be in age. They have to be... They can be young in energy, not age. The Ten of Swords is showing up again. So they're just showing me, yeah. This is about you overcoming any heartbreak or any trust issues, especially if it's to do with a younger person. So maybe you've got something with, like, if you've experienced a relationship with a person in the past that has broken your heart and they were younger than you, you may be a little bit put off, like, oh, they're not looking for something serious, so I'm not even going to bother. I'm not going to go there. So just be a little bit mindful of that. They're showing me here the Ten of Swords. You're overcoming a very difficult ending in your life. You're embracing a new beginning. The Magician card indicates, to come out of your comfort zone, because basically if you give up on love and you stop waiting or stop anticipating that love will come towards you, you will remain alone, because you'll lose the motivation to want to go out and get there and get it, okay? The universe has to be met halfway. So, take some time out, rest, but get ready, because love is coming on in here for you. Don't give up on love, because it is not giving up on you, okay? So, yeah. I feel like this person who's coming on in, they've got strong earth in their chart. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. They got a little bit of fire, a little bit of Aries going on there too. And I feel like they've got some air. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. So they've got quite a balanced placement. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Scorpio? Well, there you go. I am blessed. And it's number 18. What they're indicating is enjoy the uncertainty. You're becoming, okay? Enjoy your freedom. Enjoy exploring what it is you want. Enjoy, your time. The universe is bringing a love in right now for you. I am blessed, and you certainly are. And the final card is I trust in divine timing. Okay, so very important there. It's number 27. When you reduce it, 2 + 7 is 9, which is the hermit energy. So whilst you've been alone, you've been learning more about you, about what you need, how to love yourself fully, how to, believe in yourself, how to trust your intuition. And then the universe brings you in the person you're meant to be with. Okay, so I hope something resonated in this reading. I'm just going to get a trinket for you. Thank you so much for it, guys. Okay. Loving that. Loving that. They literally said turning over a new leaf, and I had a look, and it's a leaf, of course. So turning over a new leaf, literally, they want it on the Ace of Wands because it's literally like a new chapter is coming on in here. And there is solid growth coming in a new relationship. And also, I close my eyes when I pick the trinkets. Beautiful, we got the seahorse. So the seahorse is all about divine counterpart. It is about meeting your match, because seahorses, they partner up for life. So they tend to represent soulmates in the tarot and in spirituality, okay? Also, I feel like this is going to be a very rewarding relationship. They want this on the Wheel of Fortune. This person who's coming on in has been divinely guided. They're going to be put in your path on purpose. You will know this person as soon as you meet, because your eyes, both you and this person's eyes, you lock. And it's like you've known this person for an eternity, because they see you. They truly see you, and you see them. And it's beautiful to be seen and loved for who you are, okay? So I'm going to leave that there. I hope something resonates in the reading. If you'd like to be in with a chance to win a free personal reading, all you have to do is take a moment first thing in the morning to be grateful to the universe for everything that you've received and everything that you have yet to receive. The more grateful you are, the more the universe sends you opportunities to be grateful for. It's like a cycle. So in the comments box below, just put the words, I have an attitude of gratitude, and I'll gravitate towards one lucky subscriber on the 28th of April, and I'll announce the winner's name in a video upload only, okay? If something resonated here for you, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell. Sorry, they're playing that song again, I Need a Hero. I don't feel, as I said, I don't feel like you need a hero. You're a hero, you're a warrior all by yourself. But this is a card of being a warrior. So literally this person, this person may do a lot for social situations as well. They may do a lot of like charity work and things like that. So anyway, now either this song is important because either I think it's not just about the lyrics. I think it's more about the fact that you will either hear this song just after this reading, or you heard it just before the reading, or you're going to hear it in the next 4 to 5 weeks on a radio in the store or in someone's car as they drive past or something like that. It is a signifier that this person is coming on in. So get ready, okay? Yeah, if something resonated here, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is actually very important for me, okay? Thank you so much, my beautiful Scorpio. Love and light.